We're doing a lot of interviews today.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
So the first thing I was going to ask you is, what is the most boring question you get asked in every single interview?
Man, listen, I can't even answer that one because when people ask questions, it's because people want to know.
They want to know.
Yeah, so it's not me to rate a question whether it's boring, exciting, but it's the camaraderie that makes a good interview. At the end of the day, it could be the same questions, but it be elaborating on it a certain way. It's a beautiful thing. I don't mind.
So this is like the first time someone other than RZA has produced the whole Wu album. How did RZA take to the music when you first played it?
Oh, he loved it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's like he loved it. It's like when I was cooking, because when I first started cooking it up, it's like when I brought it to him, he's like, yo, that's that Wu shit. You know what I mean? And it's like he let me loose on this one. He let me do what I do,
So we started cooking it first and then brought it to him?
Yeah, I started cooking it first. When I got about 5 or 6 joints in, I brought it to him. I just brought it to him because, like, just checking him. Like we go through, like I go check him and, he'll check me. We go through music. And I was like, being a student of his, when I got something, I'm always eager, like, yo, check this out. When I think it's good.
But you're bringing him Wu stuff now. So.
Yeah, because and the funny thing about it, it's like the project, when it originally started, it didn't start. Because when we was doing A Better Tomorrow, it's probably like at the end of A Better Tomorrow, RZA came to me, he was like, yo, he heard how I was progressing with my music, because I never stopped trying to get better producing. I always kept working on my craft, so he heard it, what I was doing. He said, yo, I think you should produce the next Wu-Tang Clan album.
So he kind of suggested it?
Yeah, he suggested it, right? But when he suggested it, I was like, hold on, I don't know about that.
You didn't think you was ready?
No, I didn't think so. I didn't think I was ready, for one. For two, the bar set so high. Yeah. I was like, and then for three, during the making of Better Tomorrow and the last few albums, I seen what he went through. I was like, I don't want to deal with that.
You didn't want the heat.
Nah, I didn't want to deal with all that. I didn't want to deal with it. So I was like,
So what made you?
I kind of dismissed it. He just, time passed. I guess he dismissed it too. Yeah. And what made me do this? Like I said, I'm always working, doing my craft. So as time passed, I was like, I need to really. It was just something in me, a burn. Like I need to do something right now. I need to make. Come up with a project. But I said, first, let me really get into my music, get my music right. So I took it upon myself to go listen to 2 albums. Well, I was going to listen to a few more, but I only needed to listen to 2. Yeah. I pulled out, I went into my CD collection, still got CDs. Yeah. I pulled out into the 36 Chambers. Yeah. Right? I listened to that from beginning to end. And I really studied what RZA was doing production-wise. I kind of put the vocals in the background this time I listened and really did the nods to it. Then I listened to Chronic 2001. Yeah. Okay. And I listened to that from beginning to end. And I listened to what Dre was doing. And those are my 2 favorite producers in hip-hop. RZA and Dre. Sonically incredible. Yeah. And his space. It was certain things Dre did. I was listening. I was like, oh yeah, Dre is... That's a bad motherfucker.
How does it feel right now? Like this is a big Wu-Tang album out, and you're here at the front of doing all of this promo.
Well, it feel good. I mean, to get to this point, because even at that point, when I listened to the joints, that wasn't even a thought. The thought was, I said, I'm not listening to no more music right now. That's it. I'm just gonna listen to my music. I'm gonna make some great music. And that's what I did. I just started really working. I went back to my ASR 10, right? But I used it differently. I didn't use it as a sampler this time. Like back in the days, I used it as a sampler. This time, because this album has no samples on it.
Yeah. That sound.
Yeah, but what I did, like, I played stuff. I had things played. If I couldn't play it, I tried to play it as much as I could. If I couldn't play it, or if I wasn't hitting it right, I said, oh, okay, let me get a bass player. Let me get a, I actually got Gary Foote, who plays bass for Smokey Robinson. He plays, I got John Ginty, who's a dope organist playing on Pearl Harbor. But what I did, when I got those sounds, I ran it through my ASR 10, and then brought it out
So
into
kind of gave it a sample sound.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, so that, and then as I'm building it and making it, I'm on the road with Meth a lot.
Yeah.
That's why he's all over. He heard what I was doing,
Yeah.
and he was all in. So me and him started making joints.
So,
Then other brothers started hearing and getting involved, and then I was on the road in Berlin, in Germany. I couldn't remember if I was exactly in Berlin. We was on the road as Wu-Tang Clan, and brothers was hearing certain things I had, and I was like, "Yo, what's up?" And they was like, "Yeah." So I was like, "I would book a session." Brothers came through. So that's how I got them first joints. And I went and saw RZA. RZA heard it, and RZA's like, "Yo, that sounds like some Wu-Tang shit right there." He's like, "Just keep doing what you're doing."
sick.
So I kept doing what I'm doing, and then as I got closer, I called him and like, "Yo, I need you to get on now." You know what I mean? He already got on one of the joints, but then I needed him a little bit more. So when he came in the studio, he came in as an artist. He didn't come in as a producer. He didn't.
And let you produce him.
Yeah, it just happened naturally because I didn't even think about it till after the fact. Like, yo, hold on, I know how RZA can be. You know what I mean? Like, nah, do this. Nah, you should. Nah, he came in. Did everything I asked of him.
The God followed the instruction.
Yeah, he came in. It was a beautiful thing, and while he was working, I caught ideas, and I was like, "Oh yeah," and it just worked beautifully. So then when I got it almost to a certain, it was just about finished, I'm listening to it. I was like, "It's dope, but I don't know. I can't put my finger on it." So I was like, "Yo," I called him up. I was like, "Yo, I'm coming through. I want you to hear this." So when I came through. We went to Wu Mansion out in Jersey. We went in the studio, played on the big joints. I'm sitting right here. He's sitting back there. You know, he got his notebook. He got his pad and a pen. So he's taking notes. So I'm sitting there. But I said I ain't even gonna look no more. I'm like, because I'm thinking I'm about to get a book bag, you know what I mean? But it was real small, and there was little things, and I was like, but those little things. I was like, true. I took it back to the lab, fixed that, did those little things, and that's what we got now.
Well, I wanted to ask you. You touched on being on the road with Meth, and you DJ for Methodman and Redman together.
Yeah.
You keep up with them smoking weed?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm a weed smoker.
You keep up, yeah?
Yeah, I keep up. Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, you should. I bet. Look,
where's the best weed in the world?
Best weed in the world is California.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you that. You go up north. Like Humboldt County or that, best weed in the world. Best. But I've been on the road with them as Red and Methodman since '95. From the show tour. That's when Def Jam first put them together. Then they did the Month of the Man tour with Redman and Methodman. So I've been with them all that time. Yeah. So I smoke.
That's a cushed out tour for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Kush, Granddaddy Perp, that's my favorite right there. I love Indicas. I love that. Smash. You know what I mean? Satinas is good though.
What about anywhere else in the world though?
I would go. Spain got some good trees too.
Yeah.
Amsterdam got some good trees too.
Yeah.
But
it's legal in Spain as well.
Yeah, Spain got some nice trees. But my favorite spots is either that whole west coast of the U.S. Their weed is great. Canada got great weed too. Yeah. Denver got some dope weed. Amsterdam.
London's coming up. Trust me, you're gonna see something.
Yeah, I need some.
Talk with the cameras up.
You must have been here a lot of times then over the years.
Oh yeah.
What's your best memory from coming to the UK?
Oh, one thing about the UK, and I love it too, is that it's hip hop, and UK is real critical. You know, I remember this was way back. It was this one show we did out here as Wu-Tang Clan, and everybody didn't make it.
Yeah.
And
they weren't happy.
They gave us the business. They gave us the business.
Yeah.
But you know, I respect it because if I'm a fan too, and I'm on the other side, I'll be the same way. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'll be the same way. You know what I mean?
Who took over London?
Yeah. So you've played here all together. I only see Wu once, but there was a few missing, I think.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, I mean, you missing one or two, you know, we compensate for that. But this particular show, we was missing a lot of members.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember we was missing a lot of members. It might have been like 5 or 6 of us.
I know there's a famous story actually. There was a story of a show, I think it was Kenneth Town Forum, where it was only ODB that came out. I remember my friend going to the show once.
I see. I didn't know nothing about that.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah, but you know that's Old Dirty. Old Dirty might be like, yeah, I'm gonna bring the whole Wu-Tang. I'm good. We don't need them niggas. I'm here.
I was thinking about what you was talking earlier about playing that new album.
Yeah.
The Saga Continues to RZA, and you had to sit there while you wrote the notes.
Yeah.
That kind of happened when you he also got you to design the logo for Wu as well.
Yeah, I designed the Wu-Tang.
And was it kind of the same thing? Like he was waiting to see if you felt it, or
that was different. Like with the logo, because I originally started DJing for the Jizza when Jeans was on Cold Chillin'.
Yeah.
And RZA was on Tommy Boy at the time. And RZA knew I did graffiti. You know, he knew I was a graffiti artist, so he was getting stickers made. So when he was getting stickers made, he's like, yo, I want my sticker to say Wu-Tang. Right? So I was like, oh, Wu-Tang, that's dope. Because, you know, I love karate flicks too. You know, and Wu-Tang, and I think he started it at that time was like a slang in Staten Island. I'm from Queens. But Staten Island, if something was dope, it's like, yo, that's Wu-Tang, you know. So you know, you know, his vision, he already been had the vision. So I did the Wu-Tang sticker for him. And then a little later, when we was, you know, talking about, you know, the Wu-Tang thing, it was like, yo, we need to simplify it from Wu-Tang. Let's just make it a symbol. Yeah. So, you know, we talk about just making it a W. But then, you know, and this is before Protect Your Neck. He was like, let's do it like with a head being taken off, like the sword taking somebody's head. So I drew a picture of a W with a hand coming out the W, holding the dude's head. The dude had dreads. And the head was cut off, and it had like the neck and blood dripping and all that.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a little too graphic, you know what I mean? So it's like, So what happened actually was, you know, when things didn't go too right, you know, with the Cold Chillin' thing, and you know, I had to get a job. So I was working with my father. My father was a carpenter by trade. So, you know, he seen how, you know, what was going on with me. So he was like, nah, come work with me. You know, instead of going and doing something stupid, come work with me. And I worked with him. So I was working carpentry at the time. And RZA called me. He was like, yo, I need the logo tomorrow. So I'm about to get some things printed up. I need the logo. So I was like, word? I was like, all right. So I said, cool. So, you know, I went to the store. I got me a cold 40 ounce of Old English 800. We called it Old Gold in the hood. I had some weed, had some trees I got from something in 121. Like I said, Southside Queens, with some chocolate tie. So when I got the 40, I got me a Philly blunt. I was smoking Phillies at the time. Got me a Philly blunt. Rolled that up, smoked that, drinking that, went in the lab, did the logo. So when I went to work the next day, I'm on a job.
Did you know it was the one when you made it?
I just drew it. I said to myself, yo, this is what it's going to be. Because I had to go to work and they was coming to get it in the morning. So I did what I did. And when they came to work, I came to work the next day like around 10:30 in the morning. You know, I'm on a job site. I'm the youngest dude there. So, you know, I'm working. But I just seen everybody around me, all the older men, I just seen all their heads turn. Like what the fuck? So I'm looking at it like, what's going on? I turn, I said, oh, those my dudes. So I go to my cubby, I get my black book, and it's RZA, it's Ghostface, it's Power, you know, Power from Wu, and it's Divine. You know, Divine's executive producer, RZA brother. They come on the site. You know, they rolling through like, yo. You know, so I go get the black book, I go meet them like, yo, open it up. I show it to them, so I remember them taking it. They were all looking at it. They were like this, like, yeah, this is it.
Yeah, straight away they knew.
Yeah, and that was it. I was just doing something for my brother at the time. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, my brother needed it, I got it, and he paid me for it.
Some money in the pocket.
Yeah.
We got a friend in our group, just to tell a little story, in our music movement, who's got it tattooed on the back of his neck here.
Oh, word?
He had a situation with Ghost once, where Ghost was a bit angry with him and that something was going on at some event, and he showed him I think he showed it to someone else in the thing, and they were like, yo, he's got this tattoo on his neck, man, like he's alright, he's official, you know what I'm saying? Like, it saved his neck.
Yeah, Ghost was about to flip on him and he are you for real?
I wanted to talk about a little bit about what's like politics in America and stuff, what's going on. How did you feel about this Eminem Trump freestyle that happened out?
Oh, I can only speak for myself personally. I loved it. You know what I mean? Shout out to Eminem. I know his birthday just passed too, so yeah, happy birthday, Slim Shady. I always liked Eminem as an MC. I thought Eminem was a dope MC from when I first heard him. But he's on a platform. It's a BET stage. He's a prominent rapper in the industry, and he's white.
Yeah.
So you have black rappers and other people saying things, and you know, it gets dismissed sometimes. Oh, they just angry, the angry black guy.
Yeah.
But when you hear it coming from a white guy, and you see his conviction, like I don't care nothing about me personally. I don't care. I'm at a stage, black, white, or whatever. But people look at it a certain way. And I don't care about an individual past either, because who you are yesterday may not be who you are today.
Yeah.
We live, we learn, and we move on. But to hear him and his conviction and really let that out, and then at one point, he had Donald Trump open up for him years ago.
Oh yeah, I see that.
So he like, yo, draw a line. It's like, whoa. It's like, yo, yeah, that's a big statement. And Donald Trump, that's the real Twitter fingers right there. He's on it. He didn't even respond back. I don't think he knew how to.
Yeah, you sure?
It's like, yeah. and Emma tear him up. Cause Emma don't care. I mean, he didn't tore everybody from Britney Spears or on down. It's like, Jessica.
And the fans really have to choose them once Trump starts to you.
Yeah.
Like the 5% knowledge used to be real prominent in hip hop.
Right.
And do you feel like that's been lost a little bit since like it's more dominant in the South now? Like it's not so New York based?
No, well, I mean, knowledge is all over. Like that's the foundation from which a lot of knowledge, as far as like hip hop gave us a platform, like it gave Eminem a platform to say what he had to say. He gave us a platform too. So it's still messages in hip hop. Hip hop is bigger, and it's more genres in hip hop now. So you got the trap, you got this type of music. So you do have to search to find it. It's not as much, but it's still there. I mean, even like if you listen to the Saga Continues, it's messages in there. Whether I try not to be too preachy because it's still entertainment, but if it's not directly in the music, it's in a skit. You got a skit like the Family skit, or even a message. The message, I thought that's something I want to get out too, because I don't like the divide between one generation and another generation in hip hop. It's like, to me, it's silly. I don't like the term old head. I don't like the term mumble rapper.
Yeah.
I think,
That was a question we had coming up. That's funny.
Oh, okay. I was going to
I was
ask you
what you think of that term.
I mean, for one, just because you got an individual that worked hard on his craft or whatever, and they got out of their circumstances, and they're the youth. They doing what they doing, and that's part of that skit too, because it says, and everybody has an opinion. I got an opinion on it, of course.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like when I heard Kaba say that, I was like, yo, that's deep, because I feel the same way. He said, I may not like everything that I hear, but I feel they're doing a damn good job, for what they was given. So he kind of took the responsibility for, like, and I gotta take responsibility too. We all do as elders, like, yo, maybe we're part of the problem why they are the way they are. Because he said, where's the father figure at? Some dudes don't have father figures. So if you don't have that type of figure or somebody to tell you this, that, and the third, and you just doing and you surviving, and then all of a sudden you get a record deal and you making money, and you helping people that you grew up with get out of their circumstances, and you taking care of your family, who's to say you wrong for that, for doing that? You're not. So for me to get up here and shit on something because and I'm not saying I don't like it all, because I love good music. It's a lot of good music out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, I may not like a particular song.
Yeah.
But that's not saying I don't like that. I don't even know him to say I don't like him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And
so
then
you think some of the oldies are a bit too harsh?
Oh yeah. And you shitting on a man, and then you start cutting the legs beneath him. That he's trying to support people now. You don't know who you fucking up. That's like you knocking his hustle. You can't knock another man's hustle. And when we was coming up, we had some of the older people saying things about us too. Yeah. People that we loved, that we was fans of.
Wasn't real hip hop.
Yeah, what are they doing? It's like so. It's kind of a cycle that we need to stop. And Karras once said a long time ago, when he's like, it ain't no old school. He said, old school, new school. Yeah. It's like he said he said 50 years down the line we can start this because we'll be the old school artists. And rap is, what I mean, it's still young. So
did you see that this 50 Cent and Ebro debate that's been going on recently?
I didn't see the I seen a little clip of it here and there on Instagram, but
where they're just talking about the state of hip hop in New York, I suppose, and the argument. Ebro was trying to blame 50 Cent for it, and 50 Cent was trying to blame Ebro. We blame the radio station.
Right.
Do you feel like there's any reason for why maybe New York isn't as dominant anymore?
Well, again, this is just my opinion. Me, I don't blame 50 at all. 50 is an MC. Yeah. And one thing MCs do, they battle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's always been hip hop. So, I don't blame him for that. I don't blame Ebro either because, all right, he's a program director up there, right? He do have a say, but it's business. And he may not have total say of what goes on. You have people behind the scenes, and that's one thing I think sometimes the people behind the scenes, they pit us against each other all the time, and it doesn't benefit us. It more benefits them than us. Just like I was asked a question the other day about the East Coast West Coast beef, and when that was going on, I never saw East Coast West Coast beef. I seen a beef between certain individuals, but I never seen an East Coast West Coast beef. That's something that the media beefed up and made turn that into something bigger. So if you in the Midwest, or if you someplace and you don't know, or if you overseas, you thinking it's an East Coast West Coast beef. And at that time, as far as Wu-Tang, we was going to the West Coast all the time, and you had West Coast artists that was coming over. It's like I was cool with a lot of dudes like the Licks, Exhibit. We was, it's like I was a fan. Like I said, Dr. Dre is my favorite producer, even back then. So it's just fortunate that turned out the way it did, and we lost two, not one, but we lost two voices in hip hop, like great voices. So I blame neither one of them, and I salute both of them right now because they both still keeping the culture going on.
What do you think will bring New York hip hop back?
To me, it's not even about bringing back New York hip hop. It's just about bringing back hip hop, and New York being a home place of it. Of course, I think one thing we have to be comfortable doing what we do. That's another reason why I did this, because I want to stay true to myself, making my music. It's like you got all this other music out there, but I think we need some of this too. Yeah. And it's a lane for it. And I think some New Yorkers, not all, have lost their way though, because it's an influence. I mean, if you like music, you're young, you hear certain music, that's what you're gonna do, But our essence is raw, hardcore hip hop, and I don't care where it comes from. I just want to hear that rawness, but at the home, in the home, I would like to see more like of what we do.
So what I mean? Who you feeling right now, apart of the new ones, apart from Kendrick and Cole?
They go. Vic Mensa. Vince Staples. Nipsey Hussle, Conway, West Side Gun and Conway. They dope. I just got put onto some new dudes too, and I gotta look them up. I ain't get a chance to look them up yet. I've been busy, but I put their names in the phone, and but I heard these dudes is raw. I heard they nice. Soul Group Universe, Sha Summers, UFO, Coco Ciroc.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna have to look those up.
I put
Coco Ciroc.
yeah, Coco Ciroc, UFO, Sha Summers, and Soul Group Universe. I was like, wait, hold on, put it on my phone because I want to see. You know what I mean?
How did you feel about the Drake song Wu-Tang Forever personally?
Well, I heard the title, and I thought it was dope. You know what I mean? Because it's like at the end of the day, it's like paying homage. You know what I mean? And I think that's peace. And me personally, you know, I think dope. I think Drake is a dope MC. Like when he first came on the scene, and I was first hearing Drake, I was like, yo, he's like, he's from Toronto. I said, oh, okay. I was like, true. So, you know, I dug him when I first heard him. I know he didn't have a deal, and I was talking with these guys from Ujima, which is it's a black company that promote shows. Okay. And they was the ones that was telling me like, yo, they was booking shows for him. They was saying, he's like, yo, he's selling out over here. People, you know, he had no deal. So, you know, but getting back to the question, because I know time is short too. Getting back to the question, I thought it was dope. You know, then I heard the track. Then you hear people's opinions like, it shouldn't be Wu-Tang because it's you know. But listen, you can't tell somebody how to give a sign of respect. Yeah. That's like trying to tell Colin Kaepernick how to protest. Yeah. You know, you do what you do and you express yourself, regardless of who like it and who don't. You know, it's like Colin. That's how he showed people like, oh, you shouldn't protest like that. How you gonna tell somebody how to protest? Yeah. So it's like, how you gonna tell somebody what the name of their song and how they showing their love and respect for somebody? Yeah. So you know, I appreciated it.
Well, who would you want to play you in the Wu-Tang movie, and when is it gonna happen?
Who would I like to play? I don't know. You know, let's get a dope actor. It ain't even got to be somebody that's out. You know, a famous face. As long as you know they pin me down, they get me right. You know what I mean?
Do you think that's ready to happen like soon in the era of NWA movies?
Who knows, man? I mean, it's been talks about it, and people definitely interested in it, and I think that would be something good too. I think it would have to be maybe. I don't think you could capture the whole Wu-Tang in a couple of hours, though. Yeah. I don't know. It would have to be a trilogy, or it would have to be something. You know what I mean?
Is Ghost still executive producing the Wu album?
Yeah, he is.
He's still making it.
Yeah. You involved in that one as well?
I spoke to Ghost about it like the other night. Like we did the Fallon show together for the Saga Continues. We had an album release party in New York City, and me and him talked about it. You know, he's already on it, and Ghost got an ear, and he's, you know, his albums is always dope. I just, you know, like, yo, I'm ready. You know, I'm here, whatever you need me, bro. So, you know, he's on it though already, and it's gonna be a dope album. So yeah, this is just the bridge.
Is Wu forever? You not gonna make albums forever? Do you think, or when will you stop making albums?
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, you know, I've heard RZA say, you know, potentially the last album, as far as the one Ghostface is doing, but potentially, but who knows? You know what I mean? To be honest, it's like Wu-Tang is forever, and in the sense that what we doing is like leaving an impression. Like if you look at Childish Gambino, he got his name from a Wu-Tang name generator that was on the internet years ago. Yeah. So
Glover, and then they said Childish Gambino.
Yeah. Wow. So he got his name from that. So that's a form of it living forever. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like just little things like that.
Well, we look forward to continuing to watch it, man. Thank you for talking to us.
Yeah, no problem.
Sure.
Big Ben.
Oh.
Nova.